Hello guys, another video here with this L405 Range Rover. Today we are tackling an issue to do with the central locking. So there's a fault where the central locking, let's see if it will replicate it just now. So we start her up, the door's locked. When we go to unlock them, it quickly locks again. And it does that across all of them, and eventually it will stop after a few multiple presses of it like that, but then it won't lock again. So we've given her a quick scan with SDD, so it's coming up with a few issues. The running board motors, I've checked, there aren't actually any running board motors on this, so someone's taken them off. We've got the right mirror heater output and the master lock switch. So that one there is going to be the reason for the locking issue. So door card's off. We're going to have a look at the switch to see if there's anything wrong with it. But in order to take this off, basically there's two screws in a little cubby hole, if you've got one here, which go into there. One just behind the handle latch just here, one underneath, and then one just here, which there's a little cap on the back of the door plate or door card, and it sits on there. But then everything else is just push clips off and they'll all come out, and that's golden. So once the door card is off, you want to get this bit out. It's all part of the handle, is one piece. So once you've got the handle out, I actually had to do a bit of, I took the main unit out here because I don't want to break anything, just in case there was extra screws. So I'll pop that out, but you probably don't need to. The only screws that you need to take out as you're looking at it from here is one on the inside here, another one on the inside there, and one just here. And then this unit from the inside should just creep back out. So as it sits inside, this bit will be 1, 2 and 3, and then this unit can just come straight out. Once that's off, as this sits on here, there's just two screws to take off. So one from here, just underneath there, and the other one on the top there, and then that comes off there. And then just to take the actual plate bit off here, it's just going to be those two T20s. But yeah, that's how you take that off. So I think we have found our culprit. You can see just in there there's a lot of corrosion, and it's sort of, yeah, I think that's better there. You can see it from there. Also on the end of the blue plug as well, you can see it's got some corrosion in there. So I think that is going to be our issue. Now the new one we've got, as you can see, it's as clean as a whistle, so no issues on that part. So we'll get these swapped over and we'll pop it in the vehicle, put everything back together and test it out. So door card's in with a new switch on it. I've connected up just a quick diag on the auto, just because it'll be quicker. But we're just going to start her up and then hopefully check that this is all working. Yes, unlock and locking works, no issues, perfect. And it doesn't look like it's going into that auto lock. Let me just check this side. Lock, unlock. So you can see it's locked. Unlock. So we're just going to run it through the diag. Get all the vehicle information up. It's a bit sunny on this side. Let's see if I can put it down here. Be a bit better. Yeah, there we go. Auto scan it. So what we're hoping to see is that master lock switch fault code being intermittent and not current. Before it wasn't clearing off at all, so hopefully when we do a clear of the fault codes, everything should pass. Obviously there's going to be a few more fault codes because we've had the door card off, but yeah, so that will be on there about the right restraints because that's on there. But yeah, master lock switch B1C73-23 intermittent. So if we do quick erase, everything should go away. There we go. So we know about the running board module, we know about the heated mirror on that side, but master lock switch has gone, all working. Another job done. Like and subscribe. Thank you.